Are you not off and fed up of the total erosion of our culture, our identity and our speech?
Tommy Robinson makes major announcement on his political comeback. Here's what he said. Okay, this is not just another Tommy Robinson headline. Something major just dropped, and it's already causing tremors across the political spectrum. Because while most people were glued to the usual headlines, Tommy Robinson went live, and what he announced could signal a serious shift in the UK's political conversation. No fluff. No slow build-up. This was direct, deliberate, and bold. Tommy Robinson, controversial to some, celebrated by others, has just announced what he's calling the start of a fightback. And if you thought he'd stepped out of the spotlight, think again. In a surprise live-stream broadcast to his followers late Tuesday evening, Robinson, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, unveiled what he claims is his most focused and strategic project to date. His words: "I'm not going away. I'm getting organized. I've got a team, a plan, and the support. We're taking this national." That's right, Robinson is planning a nationwide campaign aimed squarely at what he called the censorship culture, the double standards in media, and the silencing of working-class voices. He didn't use the word party, but he did mention grassroots support, public events, and boots on the ground in every town that's been ignored. And the reaction? Immediate, polarized, predictable but powerful. Supporters flooded his comment section with messages like, "We're with you, Tommy, it's about time someone stood up. This is bigger than Brexit, this is about our freedom." But the backlash was just as fierce. Critics accused Robinson of repackaging extremism under the guise of activism, warning that his return to the national stage could stir division at a time when unity is needed. Still, one thing's clear: Robinson knows exactly how to command attention. And in a political landscape where public trust in mainstream parties is crumbling, that attention matters. Over the past year, Robinson had kept a lower profile. Legal battles, restrictions, and social media bans all played a role. But behind the scenes, he was building. Sources close to his network say he's been quietly forming connections with independent journalists, regional organizers, and, according to one former UKIP member, a growing group of disaffected voters. Don't underestimate his ability to mobilize. One political strategist told The Spectator, "He speaks to a part of Britain that feels unheard. That's powerful. And he's not just shouting into the void." His recent videos, especially those challenging perceived media bias and immigration policies, are gaining hundreds of thousands of views within days. Whether you agree with him or not, the numbers don't lie. In his announcement, Robinson said he's launching what he called the Voice of the Forgotten tour, a series of speaking events across towns neglected by Westminster. He listed locations in Yorkshire, Kent, Essex, and the Midlands, areas where anti-establishment sentiment has surged in recent years. He also teased the launch of a digital platform that can't be cancelled, an app-based hub for his content, events, and supporter coordination. Think GB News meets Telegram, with a populist twist. But here's the twist Robinson didn't expect. Several venues have already pulled out. Within 24 hours of his announcement, 2 community centers listed for the first round of events reportedly backed away, citing safety concerns and pressure from local activists. And the political class? Watching closely but staying quiet. So far, no official comments from major parties. But behind the scenes, some MPs are privately concerned. One anonymous backbencher told Politics Home, "If Robinson taps into the same frustration that gave us Brexit, reform, or even Corbyn at his peak, this could become disruptive very quickly." Others are brushing it off as noise, pointing to his past legal troubles and saying he has no path to legitimacy in mainstream politics. Still, the silence is telling. On Twitter, hashtags like #TommyReturns and #StopTommy trended simultaneously. Some users wrote, "Say what you want, he's the only one saying what we're all thinking." Others fired back, "We don't need this kind of chaos right now. He's a grifter. Full stop." But here's the real question: what does this announcement actually mean for British politics? Because whether you support him or not, this kind of disruption doesn't happen in a vacuum. Why does a figure like Tommy Robinson keep re-emerging? Because there's a vacuum, a silence from the political elite on issues many ordinary people feel strongly about. Immigration, speech, National identity. Media bias. You may disagree with Robinson's approach, many do, but the frustration he taps into? That's very real. And with public trust in the media at historic lows, with Labour and the Tories both losing their grip on their traditional bases, that creates space. Dangerous space. Volatile space. But space nonetheless. Tommy Robinson just put his flag in the ground again. Not as a party leader. Not, yet, as a candidate. But as a voice. A voice that some find inspiring, and others find terrifying. Either way, he's forcing the country once again to confront its own divisions. And the question remains. If Robinson can pull crowds back into politics, even outside the system, what does that say about the system itself? More updates are coming. And this story is far from over.